Hey internet, welcome back to my channel. My name's Celina, and today I thought I would show you guys what is in my recent travel makeup bag. I haven't filmed one of these in so long now. I think it's because we had COVID and then I had children, so I didn't really get a chance to travel much whilst doing my makeup, but I'm finally in a place where I can, and I thought it would be kind of fun to do kind of like an old school video. So without further ado, this is the makeup bag that I'm currently using. It is only makeup. It has everything I need for makeup. I have a separate bag for my skincare and bathroom and everything like that, which is very boring. That's why I don't show that one. This one, you can tell, it's like really used because it is grimy, it's dirty. This is the Mecca Cosmetica. I can't even remember the name. It's not available anymore, so I'm very sorry if I'm showing you stuff that you can't purchase, but it just goes to show how long I keep things for. Yeah, it doesn't have a name on it or anything. But you can get similar makeup bags like this on Amazon. I think I've seen other brands sell something, like Dior Beauty sells probably something similar. It's basically two compartments, top and bottom. The top one is thicker, so you can store more, and then the bottom one is thinner. The bottom one, which is the one here, or bottom, top, I don't know. Depends on your perspective. This one here, the smaller one, is where I store all my makeup brushes. So yeah, they're all dirty and gross because I've recently just come back from a trip, and before I wash and unpack everything, I thought it would be a great opportunity to just film this video and show you guys what I have. I'm not gonna go through each of the brushes, but what I usually do is just I do my makeup on the day we're leaving, and then I will throw it in here as I do my makeup, so I know I'm grabbing the brushes that I'm definitely gonna use. And then if there's any extras that I think I might want to use, I'll just grab them from I have a little like pot of them here and just chuck them in. So it's really, really simple. I don't have to think about it. And then when I'm at the hotel or wherever we are, they usually always will have like cups for tea or brushing your teeth or whatever. I'll just grab one of those cups and then just throw all my brushes into that, so it's like really easy to use when I'm on holiday. I used to use those like Sigma tubes that come already with cups, but when you travel with children and you don't have a lot of luggage space anywhere for your own things, you find ways to reduce as much as you can. In fact, I probably could have reduced this even more, but what I'm trying to do is just continuously reduce and reduce because their stuff just takes up everything. So that's why I don't use that anymore. I still have it. Maybe when the kids are older and they have their own luggage, I might go back to it because I'll have the luxury of space, but this works just fine. So then the next compartment is the one opposite to it, and as I said, this one is way bigger. And similar to how I pack the brushes, I pack makeup in a very similar way. I will just throw things in as I use them, and then any extras that I didn't use, maybe like, I don't know, lip colors and stuff like that, although I didn't pack any lip colors in this bag, and I'll show you later where I put my lip colors. I'll put them in, but for the most part, this is the stuff that I used on the day I was getting ready, and so I knew for sure that at least, even if I didn't have all the options, I would be well covered for makeup on the day. So I'm gonna go through these. Actually, this is great because I'm gonna pull them out, show you, and then I'm gonna start packing them away, so it's kind of like a functional video at the same time. So first product I wanted to show you guys is this little sampler from Rare Beauty. It is the Pore Diffusing Primer. This one actually, I just lied right there. This one doesn't actually get packed away because some of these products are just, they live in my travel makeup bag just because I already have a full-size version of this in my makeup drawer, so I don't really need to pack this away. But these are usually like samplers or things that I'd gotten when I'd placed orders, and so I just thought, oh, this is just so cute and suitable for travel. So the primer is something that lives in my travel makeup bag. The foundation I decided to use this trip was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty Balm in 3. I love this. It's creamy, it's moisturizing, it's not too heavy. A lot of stick foundations can feel very heavy, and they often do upon application, but this one is just so, so good. Little twist, and it's great coverage as well. So if I wanted to get away without using a concealer, I could. The great thing about stick foundations is that you can also, if you want a lighter coverage or spot coverage, you can just use your brush, pick some product up, and then apply it. So loving this foundation right now. In terms of concealers, I actually have two, because one of them as I said, lives in my makeup bag. This is the little Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral. This one I think I got as a sampler when I placed an order with Sephora. So it's so small. I already have a normal size one in my makeup drawer, so there's no need to keep this one in my makeup drawer. So I just keep this in my travel case. This is on the lighter side for me, so it's a good brightening concealer. But if I want something that doesn't brighten, I just want something that actually conceals, then right now I'm using the Natasha Denona Glam Concealer, this one here. Really love this. I have a review for this on my blog if you're interested. I'll try to be good and remember to link it. I love this doe foot applicator. It applies so well. The concealer is so creamy. The color here is N3. It looks a little dark every time I put it on initially, but when I blend it out, it looks seamless. It literally conceals my skin. So often I won't even have to use the foundation. If I'm having a good skin day, I'll just use this. If I wanted something a little bit more brightening, I'd probably need the N2, but I already have plenty of under eye brightening concealers, so I don't really think that's necessary. But the formula on this, it's amazing. It's very hydrating, not drying at all, and I just love it. So this one is it's a very old powder. It's actually part of my Project Pan. I don't know if I've uploaded that video yet or not, but I have a Project Pan goal list that I'm aiming for. This is one of them. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. Just face powder, discontinued long time ago. I think they have a new one now. I haven't tried the new one because I want to finish this before I try the new one. This is in shade 4. I love it. It's so fine. It's very, very finely milled. Like, I find it more finely milled than a lot of the drugstore products that I would use normally. But I really, really want to use this up because I've had it for ages now. And it still works amazingly well. But as I said in my Project Pan video, I take a long time to finish face powders now. I used to be able to go through them just like really easy, like a couple months completely down, because I would powder my entire face. But now that I'm in my 40s, I find my skin is naturally drier, and so I'm wanting to hydrate it more and more. So powder is kind of doing the opposite. So I'll just powder spots that I know are going to get oily during the day, which is usually side of my nose. Anything that I want to like set. Sometimes my under eyes is just not doing me any favors right now. And I'll do my chin, jaw area, just so that my hair doesn't keep getting stuck to my face. But other than that, it's not a lot of powder. So yeah, it's going to take me a while to finish it up. Okay, next one is this little guy, Can Make Cream Chic. I have so many of these because every time I go to Japan, they always have new colors, and then I just go collect them all, and I have so many, like 10 or plus. I hate to admit it, but it's true. So anyways, I decided I'm gonna try actually using them instead of just collecting them. Can Make is just such a cool brand to collect because they're like very affordable. They're so cute and small. They don't take up much space. So I feel I can justify it more, but no, I mean, I shouldn't. This is in the shade 07. I've got quite a bit of a dent in it, but I don't know if the camera will pick up how gross it is because it also seems to pick up a lot of particles. Ugh, I feel gross saying that. But it's a great cheek color, and it has a very like moussey consistency. So unlike other cream cheek products, which might be just more like an actual wetter cream, I find that these ones are more mousse-like, which doesn't really bother me, but you will get a more matte finish from them in general. So if you're looking for something that gives you a bit of a sheen as well, I don't think the Can Make cheek creams are good for that. Next is this one that I've reviewed a couple times. It is the Dior Color and Glow in 100. It's basically like a contouring palette for me. So it has a great contour shade and then a highlighter. So I love this. It's just easy, 2-in-1, easy to go. And then it has this like really big mirror as well. So if I'm in, especially when I'm doing my makeup and I'm not planning to wear contacts for the day, my vision is terrible and I can't even see the bathroom mirror, even if it's right here. So I'll often need to use my compacts to see what I'm doing. And this mirror is big enough that it shows everything. So I really love this. And I just love this. The shades suit me really, really well. So yes, I love this one. I've been using it non-stop. Even though I've used it quite a lot, you still can see all the original indentations in it. So I feel like it's gonna last me a really long time, which I'm glad for because Dior is not cheap. Moving on to eyes, I'm just using this Morphe eye primer right now. I like it, it's good. I have no issue with it. Don't know if I'll repurchase it though, because I think I have a NARS one I need to finish up after this. And then after that, maybe I will go back to this. It's probably the cheapest eyelid primer that I found in a long time, because NARS and Urban Decay are the two that I usually use, and they're quite expensive. However, there's a lot of controversy with Morphe, and I don't even know if they're going to be around. They've been, over the last few years, they've been shutting down all their shops and they're only online now. So I'm not sure. If they don't last, then I'll probably just go back to Urban Decay. And then in terms of eyeshadow, I brought, this is a really old one. In fact, you can see if I was to, so this is a Diorshow Fusion Mono, long time discontinued. It's basically like a pressed cream powder. It's supposed to be like a cream eyeshadow. It's not very creamy anymore because I've had it for so long. And if I was to like turn this upside down, the whole thing would fall out, because I think it's dried up enough that it isn't very creamy. The shade is Meteor. I still really love using this though. It works fine. I have not had any issues, so I'm just gonna keep using it. And I use this as a great all over the lid color first. If I'm especially on days where I don't have a lot of time, I need to get out the door really quickly because we're either going for breakfast or like it's chaotic. If you're a parent with young children, you know what I mean. It's just chaotic. This is just a good swipe all over the lid and I'm done. So that's why I love using these. I've been using these cream pots so much more recently since becoming a mom, and it just saved me so much time. So love this. I've used it quite a bit. There's still so much more to go, so I'm sure it's gonna last me a long time. But in the morning, if I do have a little bit more time to enhance my makeup and just like feel good, and it's usually when I wake up ahead of everyone else and it's really early and I'm like, I'm gonna take a bit of me time and just enjoy makeup like I used to back in the old days. I will use this one right now. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Cold Smolder Nudes. I have a review on this on my blog post, on my blog I have a review on this. It's just a good all-round neutral palette that has some good shimmers in it as well. So it's very versatile, I don't know, however you want to pronounce it. But I am a bigger fan of the matte shades. Generally, I am. I don't know why, I just love matte more. But the shimmer shades are really good too. So this is really good, like inner highlight, even though that's not what I'm using today. This is a good all over the lid one as well. Especially if I really want to pop this, I will apply this over it. It deepens it a little, but it really makes it pop out. I actually like using this more as a liner. If I don't want anything too deep, like what I'm having now is black eyeliner. If I want a brown liner, then I'll use this. It looks really well, works really well. I haven't really used this one much though. But yeah, this is a really good, it's small, very travel friendly, and good cool tone neutrals. I'm a much bigger fan of cool tone neutrals than warm. So this is perfect. I also have another eyeshadow palette, which I can show you. It's very old. It's a Smashbox Full Exposure Mini. You can see I've had this for ages, and this one lives in my makeup bag because I have the full-size version and I don't really need to have another eyeshadow palette floating around. But the main reason it lives is, look, it's skinny, it's so thin, so it's very lightweight, perfect for travel. That's why it's there. In terms of eyeliner, I'm usually a big fan of the gel pot eyeliners, but there is a bit of like fluffing around with it. Like you need to have a clean angled brush, and it takes time. It's not as easy to use. And I find when I travel, I just want things that are really quick, really easy to use grab. So I'm just using, honestly, I'd use any eyeliner. It doesn't have to be this one, but this is the Flower Beauty Forever Wear Winged Liner in black. It was called All Nighter. It's like more of a foam tip than a brush tip. I prefer brush tips. So that's probably why I put this in my bag, because I just want to try using it up. It's just a good overall liquid eyeliner that I just, very, very easy to use. The thing about foam tips though, in comparison to brush, is that if you are a beginner with liquid liner, foam tips are just much easier. I don't know, I feel like you get more control. It's not as inky, so it's more forgiving if you make mistakes. But I've been doing makeup for a long time, so I like the brush tips better because you get really sharp lines and really deep pigmentation. But these are still good. Like I still wouldn't stop buying these ones if the formula is good. Mascara is my tried and true Maybelline Falsies. I think it's like my fifth tube of this now. I always have one. Like I'll usually try new mascaras and then I'll go back to using this for a while and then I'll try new mascaras. So love this. And then in terms of brows, I have the Too Faced Fluff and Hold, which is not my favorite brow product, but very easy to use and use on the go. Very like low maintenance. So that was everything in my makeup bag. However, you might be wondering, what about lip colors? I usually carry lip colors in my handbag. This is the handbag I'm using right now. If you have followed me for any length of time, you'll know that I am a huge fan of luxury handbags, and I have a lot of them, but I've stopped using them for the last few years. Just there wasn't any need for them, and now with children and things getting messy, I've just put a hold on that part of my life for a little bit, and then when they're a bit older and not throwing food at me all the time, then I will probably go back to indulging in the more opulent parts of my life. But for now, I got this off Amazon. It's just like a nylon bag. It's super like crossbody, very functional and easy, and it holds a lot of stuff, which I love. More importantly, it holds lip products that I currently use, so that makes it really easy. So the two that I took with me, and I just keep it in my bag so that I can reapply as I go. One is the Rimmel lip liner in Lasting Finish. This is called Tiramisu, so it's more brown. Love this. Sometimes I'll just use this over a lip balm. And then the other lip product I use is this Colourpop Glowing Lip, which I'm actually trying to finish up, so that's why it's in my bag right now. But those are the two lip colors that I took with me, and that is everything I took on travel. It still feels extensive when I actually go through everything. I'm like, this is quite a lot, but it fits in a nice small bag, and in the big luggage case that we take, Tobias and I allocate like an eighth or something, or maybe like a fifth of the space. Like for us, I'd say like a quarter of the space is just for the parents, and then the other 3/4 are like nappies and clothes and everything that you need. But this fits nicely with the minimal clothes that I take as well, so it still works for us. And yeah, that is everything. I will list everything down below in case you are interested. Thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to you, internet.